Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the newsletter. I'm Christine McIver. I am the host of Inspired Choices radio show and the owner of Inspired Choices Network. And today we have these two fabulous people on our team joining us and our featured host, Amy Wall. Amy!
Hello. Hello, everyone.
So glad you're here. And we have Keisha Clark, radio show host and producer and graphic creator of Phenomenon. And we have Karen Leslie, who is our, well, she basically saves my back. She is the administrative assistant who catches all things to make everything beautiful with all the shows. So welcome, ladies. This is the week of September the 23rd. For reals? Like, I don't know. It still feels like February of 2019 to me, but you know, what do I know? And, and as you can see, I am not in my home office. I am actually still enjoying the Bahamas here. And my workstation is at Travelers Restaurant in Nassau. So you got to come out. I got to give a plug out to Travelers. It's an amazing place, food, yum, and the view. Go check out my videos. So let's talk about Amy. So Amy, tell everybody all about your show, the name, and what we're enjoying and can expect for the future.
Thank you, Christine. Hey, everyone. I'm Amy Wall. I'm an award-winning skincare expert and conscious beauty guide. And when I met you and had the opportunity to join your network, I just said, hell yes, right away. And the name of my show is Conscious Beauty Talk. And conscious beauty is traditionally talked about in terms of healthy ingredients and being concerned with what you put on your face and being conscious about that. But I want to take it one step further, and I want to invite women around the world to add their own consciousness into the mirror every time they look at themselves and really participate and co-create with the results that they would like to receive. And, you know, the beauty industry has been built on that there's something wrong with us and a lot of lack and limitation. And I just want to bring a different point of view and bring a different invitation. So that's what the show's about.
I absolutely love your show. And you know what, if you want to use me as a guinea pig, I'm totally up for it every day. And skincare has been something, and I've shared this with you, Amy, this is something that's been always important to me. When I was 23, which was, you know, just a couple years ago, I started in skincare and makeup myself. And what I love about what you're doing, Amy, is it doesn't matter what products that you're using. So this is not about Amy selling a skincare program. This is about Amy inviting you into your life and your consciousness with your skin. And I love doing the mirror work now. I get excited about it every day. And I thought I really did know a lot about stuff like this, but it's so good.
Well, it's really fun because I'm not only, you know, from the traditional skincare point of view. I mean, I'm really knowledgeable about that too, but there's this whole new frontier where we can actually activate the biology of belief and use things like the placebo effect to our benefit. And yeah, it's not about the product at all. It's about you. You're the missing ingredient in all of your skincare products.
Well, you were a missing ingredient on our network, and we're glad that you are here. Super grateful.
Well, it's fun. And I even just had my first person reach out and tell me that they listened to the show and that they loved it. And that meant a lot to me because it has been definitely a learning curve. And I do a lot of live video, but the live radio has been different. But even my last show, I felt like I was really getting into the groove. So I hope everyone is enjoying it.
Yeah, we definitely are. I know I am. Okay, let's jump over to the network now and let's see what's going on over there for this week. So we have, of course, our featured host right up front and center where you can check out Amy's show from this past week called The Missing Ingredient in Your Products. I wonder what that is. Keisha, did you?
I seem to recall. Oh, you.
Exactly. You can check Amy out right there. Of course, you can go down and you can check out our schedule. You can see who's coming up when. And then these three columns down here are all about our past shows and where you can connect with all of that. Okay. So what we had this week was our TV, on the TV show, and that picture's populating slowly for some unknown reason. Snooping for spaces, I had a guest, there we go. We had Lisa Bennett, and Snooping for Spaces came out of the conversation. It was so much fun. And Lisa is our space whisperer here on the network. And it was a fabulous interview. The things that Lisa knows about spaces and how to use them to your advantage, it's fantastic. So do check out that TV episode.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. Go ahead, Keisha.
Well, we get to kick off the week with our host, Lori Hawkins, and her show, The SOAR Experience. And we have a guest, Charlene. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce that correctly, but it looks like Doc Gobert.
Sounds
not sure. They're going to be talking about digital supervision. I think that's kind of intriguing. So the SOAR Experience, typically they're talking about all things business, sales, and marketing. And there's amazing hosts and guests, or I should say guest hosts, as well as guests that Lori brings on who have a wealth of experience and information for all things marketing and sales. So it is definitely worth checking out. And it can be actually a fun way to start off your week, or you can listen to it as a podcast whenever.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah.
And what I love about what Lori's doing is it's from a very conscious, connecting community perspective. It's not your direct sales, the old push, push, push energy, which is fun. Then we move over to Junaline. Go ahead, Karen.
Junaline on Monday is going to be talking about just a point of view. Junaline has been with the network for a while now and has amazing shows. And really, as Amy, as you were saying, you know, what's missing in your point of view, this all kind of ties in. So Junaline's going to bring this to the forefront for us. Our point of view can be getting in our way, and she'll have great tips on what we can do to actually make something that can maybe work for us, or things we can like. An amazing woman. It has a great book, if you're interested as well. Dating for Expats, just been brought out in the last few months. It's really excellent, so I highly recommend it. So
thank you, Junaline. All right, then we move over to our Everyday Joy host, Candace Mao, who has phenomenal guests each and every week. Personal friends, all talking about joy, creating joy, like talk about create your reality. Candace, yay you. This week she has Brooke Prothero on as her guest, and they are talking about embodied joy. Need some more joy? Check out Everyday Joy.
And we jump into parenting with our very own parent whisperer, Mary Dravis Parrish, who is phenomenal at what she does, parenting, all things parenting. And her show this week is Being the Magical Parent, which I'm definitely excited to hear that conversation. And Mary also has an amazing book, which is about, you guessed it, empowered parents, empowering kids. And you can find the links to grab your copy in whatever country you're in. So
exactly. Fabulous book. I love all these authors on this station. Who's next? All right, then we have Karina Stoffel. Karina does her shows in German and English, alternating weekly, and this week it is in English, and she is talking about what is consciousness. Now, it probably seems very easy for each of us, but try to define it. And it's so cool the way Karina slowly unpacks a topic and how she really follows those energies. So I'm sure that this will be an enlightening show as well.
Definitely.
All right.
It is.
What show is this? This is our own Amy Wall's show. Amy, you're doing 3 essential mirror work techniques this week. What is that going to be about? I mean, obvious, but what can we expect during the show?
Well, I'm going to teach you my 3 essential mirror work techniques, and these are 3 very different types of mirror work that you're going to want to do at different times in your life, different times of the year, and they just have different outcomes. So it's super important to keep looking in the mirror. That's the number 1 tip.
I can't wait. Yay. Should we bring our mirrors to the show?
That would be awesome.
Okay,
Yes.
bring them in.
I just have to say, I love, one of the things I'm really loving about your message and the points you're sharing, Amy, is that you are repeatedly like just inviting us to bring ourselves to the mirror. And I've not heard somebody say it quite that way. And it's just really resonating for me personally.
Thank you, Keisha.
So I'm just so grateful for many things of and about you. And that is one of the fun pieces that has really like invited me to play with something different when I bring myself to the mirror. So
yeah, it's really the presence. Like a lot of people I've heard over the years, you know, okay, you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way, you need to do it this way, as far as technique. But Amy, you get us so present with who we are, and we get to have an intimate moment with ourselves each day. And I think it's a gift beyond the skincare.
Totally.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. It really isn't about skincare at all, but it's my way up the mountain. I love it. When you use great skincare with these techniques, then wow.
Then boom, you're on it for sure. Okay, Karen, share with us what is on this show.
This is Kathy Cook Noble's show, Financially Speaking. And she has a special lady that's going to be joining her, and she's calling it Meet Your Money Coach, Danielle Corcoran. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. Words, maybe. But many people have an idea of what a coach is, and I think listening to Kathy and to Danielle will be very intriguing. I know they'll have a different approach to it and how it can help with our financial abilities and what's going on.
Right.
And then, of course, Kathy has her book, which is available in many different ways to purchase it, called All Ladies Should Use the F Word.
A guide to loving your finances.
A guide to loving your finances. Yes, don't forget that part, sorry.
Yes, it's a very...
people wondering.
It's a catchy title. That's all I can say.
I know, it is. It's a very good title. Then we have our wonderful host, Melita Jelenic of The Pleasure Zone. This week, she's talking about nature, naughty, and naughtiness. Now, it is an evening show, people, and you're wanting to maybe get a cocktail and sit back and receive. But she does fabulous shows and is as playful in everything that it is. She does talk some very amazing information. She talks about a lot of history that can bring us to the point where maybe we're challenged, and starts to unpack lots and lots of that. So it's going to be good.
And I think our host, our featured host, Amy, is going to have to duck out. She's got very important things going on. So we just want to say thank you, Amy.
We'll finish
this up, and thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining the network.
It. I hope to see everyone on the show next week. Okay, bye.
Yes. Bye-bye. Bye, Amy. So kicking off our Wednesday, we have 60 Seconds of Zen with Elfie Joe. And if you don't know Elfie Joe, where have you been on this planet? OMG. So jump on and definitely enjoy 60 Seconds of Zen. Now, she did her English version of this show last week. This week, it's going to be her Chinese version of the show because Elfie speaks many languages, and she shares English, Chinese, and Dutch on the network. So this week is Chinese. However, you can find the English podcast if you prefer, and it's definitely worth checking out. This is a new thing she's playing with, and she's inviting us all to come play as well. And it's a free thing to play with. So it's really about bringing more happiness into the world with 60 Seconds of Zen. And that is way more than it sounds like. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo. Next we have Pursuing the Truth About Anger with our lovely host, Adine T. Fanoli. And she has an amazing guest with her, Tina Martino. And Adine's shows are amazing in how she talks about truth in so many different aspects of our life and helps us to look a different way. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she and Tina will do when they talk about anger, which can be a part of so many sections of our life, periods of our life, and maybe turn that around.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be a dynamic conversation.
Yes. Oh, and she has a book as well. We didn't show the book. Anyway,
sugar.
Yeah, book as well.
My Exquisite Purple Life. You're right.
Yes.
It is a fabulous book.
An amazing book. Yes.
Then we have Megan and Suzanne on Love, Life, and All Things Weird. And this week they're talking about Flourish Now, all about flourishing and thriving. Great conversations. You definitely want to learn and hear from these two dynamic women.
Yeah. And next up is our marketing maven, our very own marketing maven, Lindy Chafenstart, and her show is Unstoppable. This week she is talking about the history of advertising in America, which I think could make for some very interesting conversation. I don't know if she's going to get to cover all of it in 1 hour.
Right.
However, I'm sure she's going to bring some fascinating things to our awareness. So,
and if history repeats itself and people use trends from the past to create the future, I wonder what this learning about the history can create for you and your business. So,
great question.
Keep in mind. Then we have our own beautiful Keisha Clark on Aligning Divine. And this week, may all your dreams come true. Not true, but through. Okay,
well,
okay, are they coming through the leaves?
Coming through, right? Like, we are going to play with allowing our dreams to come through. Really, we do talk about dreams coming true, and there's all kinds of interesting philosophies about how we do that, how in air quotes, and what if it's about actually receiving them first? So
I like that. I like that. Looking forward to it. I'll have more of that. Oh, we have a great big announcement.
Oh, yes.
Great big announcement. The Ads Maven. Okay, so there's a little error in here. Our brand new show. We're just getting this loaded up. She is starting this week, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Jen Posick, our very own The Ads Maven. Brand new show. She's going to be talking all about Facebook and Instagram ads, and she is going to be teaching us things that, girls, it's going to blow our businesses beautifully forward.
Mm-hmm.
Super, super excited. So I think I actually get the privilege of interviewing her on her first show, so I'm excited. Okay, we follow up with Danna Lewis.
Yeah, Danna is starting a new series. And so this is the first of a 3-week series at the moment called Harvest Series. Is your sensitivity a superpower? So oftentimes sensitivities are looked at not quite as being a superpower. So I know Danna will bring a different light and a different energy to this. And so, if you are a little sensitive or know somebody who thinks a little sensitive, I'd really listen in. I think Danna will open your eyes and give you a new perspective on this. And then she's also just coming up to launching a brand new book soon too. So
right, The Gift of Men.
Yes, The Gift of Men. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah.
Wow, we're gonna have another author on the network, ladies.
And look who's next. We think we know her.
That's me.
What are you talking about this week?
This week I'm talking about your asking is your alchemy. Lots of people, alchemy being your magic, alchemy being your capacities. What is it that what you actually have at your fingertips that you can utilize? And I know it's your asking. Before anything else, it's your asking. So let's up your ask, babies. That's what we'll be talking about.
Good.
It's all about the ask. Let the ask.
Mm-hmm. So then to start off our Fridays, we have beautiful Carla Taylor with her show, Bring Your Brilliance. And this week she has a guest, Mike Blankenship, and they're talking about living the digital nomad life. This is kind of fun. We have some digital theme going this week.
Yeah, we do. That's very cool. And then with Jen coming on and all about digital. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Get ready for an up level on our digital, ladies.
I could use that. And then following, we have the lovely Dr. Deborah. I always say this wrong. Sorry.
Unipan.
My apologies, Dr. Deborah. I listen to the show all the time. But anyways, so you have here the title, You Can't Live in Darkness and Expect Positive to Come to You.
Wow.
That in itself is just such an impactful title.
Yeah.
And she arrives with all of her divine energies and that coming into the show as well. I think we're going to have some very eye-opening moments with this show. And I think she's going to provide a lot of hope and change a lot of energies that are going on in this month of September for many people. So I'm really looking forward to Dr. Deborah's next Friday.
And you know what I think is so funny is like Dr. Deborah in this picture looks just so angelic, right? And everything looks just so soft and gentle. Well, trust me, girls and boys, when you listen to this woman, she brings it and she gives it. And I'm telling you, she reminds me sometimes of growing up, and you know, I'm from Irish descent, and oftentimes we would have Irish priests into our little culta community, as I was raised Catholic, and they would be pounding on the pulpit, and I swear sometimes she's pounding on the pulpit.
Well, you know, it's right there where it says, like, wake up. And I tell you, like, wake up. Like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's all
Right?
about the wake up. Exactly. Okay, sorry. I've got to move a couple things so I can get. All right, let's go. So we have following her, we have Lisa Bennett. And Lisa is talking about, I'm ready for my own space now. I'm ready for my own space now. And, you know, I know Lisa in so much, you know, she is our space whisperer. And I know that this is not going to be just about a home. This could be about a workspace. This could be about a space within the workspace. It could be even within a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
right.
You just don't know where Lisa's going to take it, but it's always good.
Does it all. Yes, she does. And get to have our beautiful Dr. Andy Harper with her amazing show, Dr. Andy's World. This week she has a guest, Sarah Clark, and they are talking about a very interesting topic. Blood work is not your pet, which I think probably has something to do with us starting to maybe acknowledge that there's a whole lot more than just the facts and figures when it comes to our animals, and maybe we could start acknowledging that. And Sarah is one of the giggly friends that Andy has, and they're going to have some time together. So
Oh, fabulous. Oh my gosh, we have such a fabulous lineup. I just love all the creations. If you're looking for us live, you can come to underneath our team tab here. You can come to our partners page. You can listen to us live on 51 platforms, including coming to our website. So if you have a smartphone, find some of your favorite radio spots, and you can listen to us live. And then you can also find us on more than 50 podcast locations. You know, the top ones being iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, you name it. We are all over the place. You can find us and play with us when it works for you in your busy life. I think one of the biggest things that I really love people to know is our network is about bringing conscious voices to the world. And that's what we're trying to do, is bring it out to the world wherever you are in the world, bring it to you. And so we can bring more voices forward. And if you're looking to bring your voice forward, do reach out. You can come right here to the network under host opportunity and learn what we actually offer that is very unique to other platforms out there. So check us out. Enjoy everything that we have. We have over 50 podcasts for you to listen. 5,000 podcasts for you to listen to from over 100 hosts that we currently have or have had. You get to just, step up and choose. And that's what Inspired Choices is all about. So thank you all, ladies. Thank you, Amy, for being with us. And until next week, remember, you can always be inspired and make another choice. Until next week.